let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here tonight. You're rocking with Amora, spilling all the tea. Coming to you live each day of the week. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What you waiting for? Come and take a seat. Like and subscribe, this is where you wanna be. Cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Sorry that I am late. Had a busy day so far. How's everybody doing? My throat is dry, 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 dry. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hold on, I'm posting it on my Facebook. Taking care of that. There we go. Sorry that I am late. Hope everybody is doing well. Let me put up this disclaimer so we can get into this story. Okay, you guys? All right. My disclaimer says that what I speak of is based on my opinion and my opinion only. I'm just here to report the news. Basically, not trying to defame anybody, okay? She said, get you a bottle of water. I have one. Hold on one second. Let me go get me a cough drop. I'll be right back. Hold on one second. I'm going to play this video for you guys. And while it's playing, today we're talking about Sergio Pino. While I go get me a cough drop, I'm going to play this video. So I need you guys to listen up so you know what we're going to be talking about today, okay? All right, here it goes.
I was moving in to arrest home builder and developer Sergio Pino yesterday on murder-for-hire charges when he died by suicide. Government says, simply put, Sergio Pino wanted his wife dead.
Yeah, and offered to pay $300,000 to a group of hitmen to get the job done, they say. Last month, they almost succeeded as a gunman chased her outside her home. The motive? Money. The criminal complaint says Tatiana Pino refused to accept a $20 million settlement from what divorce records reveal was the couple's net worth of at least $150 million. Now, 9 people charged in what the feds call a conspiracy to stalk or murder. And had Pino not killed himself yesterday, he would have been number 10. The U.S. attorney and FBI chief in Miami say Pino tried repeatedly to do that, including attempting to poison her with fentanyl and more.
Our evidence has shown he hired and gave orders to murder crews. There were at least 2 separate crews involved.
One, they allege, was hired to ram this rented flatbed truck into Tatiana's car as she returned from a divorce court hearing last August. When that failed, the feds say Pino grew desperate.
Mrs. Pino had to die before their next divorce proceedings.
Because, her attorney told NBC6 Investigates, if Tatiana were dead, Sergio would get their entire fortune, estimated variously in 2022 at $150 million or $360 million. So they said Pino offered $300,000 to get the job done by June 24th. On June 23rd, as Tatiana pulled into her driveway, a gunman chased her into the back parking area as she blared the car horn.
Mrs. Pino somehow managed to get inside the house. And at some point, the daughter that was then at the time in the house, she came out.
And he said, wound up staring down the barrel of a gun inches from her head.
Ultimately, he decided he was not going to kill the daughter. That was not the job. That was not the contract.
In criminal complaints filed today, the government says Pino recruited a roofing contractor and convicted felon who did work for him, Fausto Villar, to hire that crew and paid them a $75,000 advance. The other crew, they allege, was headed by Bayron Bennett, a man who worked food and beverage services on the family yacht. They are 2 of the 9 people now in custody, but the man who they say ran the murder-for-hire plot, a titan of South Florida's building and commercial development industry, saw to it yesterday that he would not face justice in a court of law.
Okay. Let's talk about this, you guys. This is what you call rich folks' problems, okay? Rich people with too much money, okay? We talking about a man here. Let me put his picture up for you guys. This is crazy, right? Let's put his picture up. Let's put this rich man and his wife picture up, okay? These 2 right here. Tatiana is the wife. Sergio Pino is the husband. They were married for 30 years, okay? Had children together. She filed for a divorce for whatever the reason. I have not read a divorce paper, so I don't even know what her reason is. But she filed for a divorce. She wanted out, okay? Now, here's the thing. If a person is filthy rich, right, they estimate his worth between it's two different amounts, right? And that's what she was fighting for in court. She filed for divorce in 2022. But what was taking so long is she was trying to prove that he was actually worth more than what he was saying he was worth. He was trying to say he was worth 153 million, which, oh my God, that's just so much money. But she said, nah, bruh, he worth 356 million. Okay. So he only wanted, to claim the 153. She said, nope, it's 356. Let's go. I won't have. Okay. He offered $20 million. Now let me back up a little bit. For a woman that's been married for 30 years and have children by this wealthy, filthy rich person, something had to be going wrong in the relationship, okay? Because women don't just walk away from that much money, all right? Now, I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it's domestic violence or what. But after 30 years of marriage to a rich, filthy rich man, you don't just walk away just because today is Sunday, okay? So she wanted half. He says, no, I give you 20 million and you can walk and do whatever you want to do. She says, no, I'm not accepting 20 million. I've been married to you for 30 years. I help you build everything that you have. Now, let me back up a little bit and tell you a little bit about Sergio. He is from, these couples are from Miami-Dade, Florida, okay? He is a developer of the Century Hispanic Group, meaning that this man started from scratch a whole property development company, okay? He started off as a plumber and he worked his way up. And today, had he not unalived himself, we'll get to that part in a minute, he would be worth at least 153 million. Now, it may be more because that's what the wife said. The wife said, I've been keeping up with the books and I know you worth more than that. You ain't lying to me. I know what's up. The wife said she knows what's up, okay? But anyway, he was a real estate developer. Y'all know these neighborhoods, these master plan neighborhoods that you see. Some of the master plan neighborhoods, they have these high-end houses, middle-class houses, and in low-end houses. So they said, we got houses for everybody. We want everybody, lottie-dottie, everybody, but they have it separated, right? Kind of separated, sectioned off a little bit. Like the more expensive houses may have a gate around it. The middle-class houses may not have a gate. And then the lower class houses, they don't really be lower class, but they, just cheaper or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The master plan communities, if you know, right? And they normally have a fitness center. Sometimes they do it on golf courses. They have a fitness center, a swimming pool, walking trails, nice neighborhoods, right? Well, he was a developer, just filthy rich, okay? Rich. Well, his wife wanted out the relationship. So he was like, you know what? By any means necessary, I need to get rid of her before the divorce is final. Now, they was set. They've been fighting this divorce since 2022. They were set to finalize the divorce on the 24th, I think, of July. Was it July or June? Hold on one second. Let me see if it was July or June. Anyway, I think they were set to, I think it was July 24th or maybe June, one of the J's, okay? And he hired not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, not eight, but 9 people. 9 people that spread out amongst 2 different crews to unalive his wife. Right? He wanted her gone, finished, depleted, out of here, right? He wanted her gone. So let me just back it up a little bit. He first tried to poison her with fentanyl, right? Over a course of 3 years, he was tampering with her medication. She was getting sick, going to the hospital. She was like, I don't know what's going on with me. And several times she had to have these different procedures where they had to pump her stomach and stuff like that or whatever, because they was like, what in the world is going on with you? So they did testing after testing after testing and found out that she was being poisoned. So this is what they told her. They said, wherever you are, change your environment. Okay, something is not right. We don't know what's going on, but somebody is doing something to you. Change your environment. Okay. After 3 years of going back and forth to the doctor, almost not making it, right? She ended up moving out of the residence and moved in with her sister. And guess what? All her symptoms went away. She didn't have to go back to the hospital no more or whatever for different medical issues because it was solved, right? She wasn't living in a home with this monster husband of hers, right? He was trying to unalive her, right? So then he was like, you know what? I need her gone by any means necessary. So he offered $300,000, right, to a guy who used to work for him. He's so rich, you know, they have all these different people, gardeners, roofers, you know, pool guys, whatever, right? So he hired one of the guys that worked with him, and he says, this is what I need. So that guy recruited 3 other people and said, all right, we'll get the job done for you. He offered to pay $300,000. Now, in my opinion, that's cheap as hell. $300,000 when he's worth $153 million. He offered $300,000 to have her unalived. Okay, $300,000. On that $300,000, he said, if it doesn't trace back to me, you will get another amount. Okay, whatever the case may be. They failed. The first crew failed miserably. Okay, now there's a whole docket that I could read for you guys to tell y'all exactly how they failed. Hold on, let me get to it. Let me get to it. The first one was, all right, so he got the fentanyl from one of the guys in the group. And so he had been trying to unalive her, like I said, for over 3 years. Then he tried to, let me see, one of the guys tried to ram a vehicle into the wife's car, and it didn't work, okay? That was one of the first attempts. No, actually, that was the second one. Oh, goodness. That was the second one. Pulled into the driveway. No. That was the first one. The first one, they tried to ram a vehicle into her vehicle, and it didn't do nothing. I don't know if y'all saw that video, but it was weak as crap. Okay, let me put it back up for a second. Let me put this video back up for a second.
FBI was moving into a...
Let me let y'all see how weak this was, because I don't know why he thought this was gonna kill somebody. When I saw this video, I was like, was that supposed to kill her? Let me show y'all right quick. Don't make no dang on sense. All these attempts. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the one where he rammed the vehicle. I'll let it play in the background as I talk. Maybe we'll come up on it. Anyway, the first one was they tried to ram the vehicle into her car, and it did not work. Okay. So then he waited a little bit. He was like, you guys are useless, basically. Then he hired another crew. And the day before the divorce was supposed to go before the judge, another crew of 5 people. So the first crew had 4 men, 4 goofballs that fell for the okie doke, right? They wanted money, right? So $300,000 sounded interesting, but they had to split the $300,000 amongst each crew. So the first crew was offered $300,000. The second crew was offered $300,000, right? The first crew failed, right? So the second crew, let me tell you what the first crew says. It says, as a result of this investigation, law enforcement secured the arrest of Brayron Bennett and a bunch of other guys, right? For stalking, arson, and use of interstate facilities to aid in racketeering, okay? As a result of the investigation, the main guy, which was Howard, basically told on Pino, basically ratted him out and said that Pino actually got the fentanyl from him. Okay, Howard, the main guy, right? it said that he told all the plans or whatever, right? Hold on, let me see exactly what it says. So it don't say. But anyway, so it was June, not July. So it was June, not July, right? So they were supposed to go to court June 24th, but the second attempt happened on June 23rd at approximately 8:45 in the morning. When the wife departed the residence, she was approached by a black guy with a weapon in her residence, right? He came after her. She jumped in a vehicle and she pushed the gas and ran the vehicle to the back of her yard. It scraped the tree and she just laid on the horn, honking the horn, honking the horn, honking the horn. Her daughter ran outside to find out what was going on. The guy branded the weapon in the daughter's face, but he didn't want to unalive the daughter because he was only there for who? The wife, right? So he didn't want to unalive the daughter. He grabbed her arm, wrestled her a little bit, and told her, get back in the house, right? She ran back in the house. She dialed 911. She told the police that somebody was there with a weapon, and she thought they were trying to harm her mother, okay? They left. They fled the scene. They were scared because she was honking on the horn, honking on the horn, honking on the horn. So they were scared. 2 failed attempts, okay? Now, I wanted you guys to see the first one where he rammed that vehicle. If it plays, it plays. If it don't, it don't. I'll try to get back to it. But the first attempt failed. The second attempt failed, right? But you know, with security cameras and all that stuff, the wife recognized one of the guys and was like, wait a minute. This guy works for us. Why is he after me? This guy is on payroll. What's going on, right? So when they call him in, hey, he had to rat out the whole crew, okay? So what Pino didn't understand is from the very first crew that he hired, FBI was already investigating him. Let me tell you a little bit about FBI. Sometimes when FBI is investigating you, you don't have no idea. You just going on about your day, doing what you doing, whatever. You don't even know that you under investigation. When they swarm in and get you, which they did, but he unalived himself. We're going to get to that in a minute. When they swarm in, trust and believe, you already caught, okay? It ain't no, oh, let me get a lawyer and fight this case. You can if you want to. But when the FBI swarm in to get you, you already caught, baby. So they had already been investigating him. To be honest with you, they were investigating him from when she was going to the doctor complaining about being ill, okay? The doctors have to turn that information over to law enforcement, right? If they suspect you're being poisoned by someone, they have to let law enforcement know, even if you don't, right? Plus, she was going for multiple times, okay? So FBI was already investigating him for the attempt of killing his wife, right? Mind you, they're going through a brutal divorce, okay? A contentious divorce over a 2-year span right now, right? They asked the wife, Tatiana, why do you think he wanted you unalive? Okay. She said, for financial gain. That's my only bet, for financial gain. That man did not want to give Tatiana, the mother of his kids, the woman that he slept with for 30 years. He didn't want to give her half of his money. Okay. So when the FBI found out about the second assassination group, because the first one was a failure, 4 men couldn't get the job done. The second one, 5 men couldn't get the job done, right? The FBI said it's time for us to go in and arrest him. We've been doing a lot of investigation, right? A lot of surveillance, this and the other. We have enough to arrest him. And the reason why they want to go in right away is because they said the fact that he knows that we're on to him, because when he sent that second crew in there and it was caught on videotape and she recognized one of the individuals as somebody that works for her, they thought that Sergio was going to go ahead and do Tatiana himself. Like, you know what? I'm sick of this. 9 men couldn't get the job right. Let me go ahead and handle it myself. So they thought that he was going to go ahead and try to unalive her real fast. So they swarmed in there. And when I say swarmed in there, they was in there thick, deep. Let me tell you what this coward did. He went upstairs in his $7.8 million home, locked himself in the bedroom with his cowardly ass, and he offed himself because he would rather be gone, depleted, deceased before he faced justice. Okay? He know he was guilty. He know what he did. He did all of that. 9 individuals now locked up. Now, of course, they all pled not guilty, right? They all pled not guilty. So this will be going to trial unless they plead out. I will be giving you guys updates. But this coward got 9 individuals. Now, I understand that people do things on their own free will. But he got 9 individuals tied up with his mess, right? So now he gone wherever he at, right? Up, down, we don't know, whatever, right? But now he gone, and 9 individuals and their family are left back here to have to face justice because this greedy son of a gun didn't want to share half of his wealth with a woman that he was married to for 30 freaking years. Now, I'm going to say this. He's a coward. He's selfish. He's evil. He's devilish. Because, listen, you don't want to share half of your wealth with someone that you was with that long. 153 million. Now, she said he was worth more, right? But even at 153, that would have been $76.5 million left. Is that not enough? But Tatiana now, she was trying to prove in divorce decree, right, that he was worth 356. Well, guess who get the money now? He only wanted to give her $20 million, right? She said no. Now, a lot of us would have been like, 20 million? Hell yeah, give it to me, and I'm going on my merry way. But Tatiana said, hell no. I won't have. If you worth 153, I want 76.5. Okay? And if you worth more, I won't have for that. Now Tatiana gets it all. Because Tatiana's still alive, y'all. She's still alive, and so is her children. But this mofo is gone. And now left back 9 individuals that have to face justice over his greed, over his selfishness, over the fact that he wanted his wife, mother of his children, to be gone. Over a divorce, you guys. A divorce. You hear me? This is the level in which some people will go to. But what I don't understand is, after you hired the first crew and they failed, you would think to yourself, you know what? It must be a reason why 4 individuals couldn't get the job done. Then you go hire 5 more. Tell me that that's not desperate, right? Tell me that that's not desperate. Tatiana needs to thank God every single day going forward. You hear me? Tatiana is blessed to still be here today. And let me tell you, so the last incident where they brandished the weapon into the daughter's face trying to get after the mom, that happened on June 23rd of 2024, just this year. The very next day, June 24th, is when this man took his life because FBI went in there on June 24th. Okay? They swarmed the place. They was going to get this millionaire. And he knew it. He was guilty as hell. Now, of course, his lawyers say, I think that I could have got him off, right? I think I could have beat the case, you know. But his lawyer tried to say because of so many SWATs that showed up at his house, That's what scared him and caused him to do what he did. Okay. He was scared of all matter of fact, the lawyer said it was excessive, an overly excessive amount of tax people. FBI agents, law enforcement went in after this dude. He wouldn't be able to face his kids after that. That's right. Or he wouldn't be able to face justice. When you that rich, I mean, you know, to be honest with you, I can understand it got to be hard going from being filthy freaking rich, right, to being locked up, because that joker was about to be locked up. You hear me? She said the lawyer wanted that money too. Well, guess what? Tatiana and her lawyer is going to share that money along with them kids. You understand what I'm saying? And Tatiana not a bad looking girl. After 30 years, I mean, Tatiana probably won't get married no more, right? Tatiana probably like, I ain't doing it. I'm done. With $153 million, would you get married again? Would you? She said, so it wasn't excessive the amount of money he was paying these people to unalive his wife. Well, he was only offering $300,000. That's nothing compared to what he was worth. He was actually gypping them. You understand what I'm saying? And that's something else that kind of, you know, pisses me off, that they use these people that are hourly workers or don't make that much money. Then they wave an amount in their face. You know what I mean? These people probably had families, children, wives that they had to feed as well. Let me pull up a picture of the people that he got. They minority people, not all of them, but I think he had a few white ones. But let me see. Assassin team is what they call it. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you the assassin team. I got the picture. I don't know where I put it though. Oh, right here. Here you go. Let me show you the assassination team. This don't make no sense. Oh, hold on. This don't make no damn sense. Somebody said, how old is he? He's 67, and Tatiana, I think she's a little younger than him. He's 67 years old. Let me tell you how old Tatiana is. Well, the twisted tale of Sergio. Hold on. They were married for 32 years, and Tatiana is, how old is Tatiana? I know she's younger, but they was married for 32 years. I'll tell you how old Tatiana is in a minute, but let me get this picture right quick. Oh, hold on. 32 years of marriage. You don't just walk away, you know? 32 years of marriage, you don't just walk away. Well, let me see if you can see it like here. Hold on, let me pull it up. He hired rent assassin dummies. Okay, he had to. She said, I wouldn't get remarried. Not a whole lot of people gonna get remarried. You worth that much money? Why? Why would you? Why would you? Why would you? Seriously. Why would you? I'm trying to get the whole crew. Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. I'm trying to get the whole team up. This man was filthy rich. He could have just gave her half of his money. 76 million he would have been left with, right? She must have been in her 20s. No, I think she's older than 20. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you in 1 second. But he's 67 years old. All right, now this is the first crew. Oh, dang, they ain't showing his picture. Oh, no, let's get his picture. No, they got his picture. Hold on. She said a more 300K for a hit is a lot of money in the streets. Most hits are 10 to 50K regardless of what a person is worth. Really? But you got to think about it. It's 300K split amongst the first group is 40 people. 4 people. And then the second group is 5 people. So it's not 300K per person. It wasn't 300K per person. Let me show you it like this. Let me show it to you like this. It was not 300K per person. He's Hispanic, even though he looks white to me. But let's pull up these people. Come on now, y'all. Where these folks at? Why they ain't showing me the people? It's showing it to me, but then when I click on it, it goes off. Hold on. Filthy rich. She said greed, the love of money. Yep, all that. Am I hitting the wrong button? Oh, of course I was. Okay, that's why. Man's supposed to be the head of the household, but they want to see the weaker vessel woman with nothing, and we bear the kids. Exactly, Sonia. That part. Now, $20 million, you know, that's a lot to us. And a lot of people probably would have been like, 20 million. I would have took that and ran it. But apparently she must feel like she has, you know, held him down or helped him build that company. For 32 years, you know, she helped do something. She like, nah, bro, I want my cut. Okay, let's explain this picture right here, okay? So this one right here, Pino is at the top. All right, so Braylon Bennett, he was the leader of the first crew right here. Now, both of these guys, if you see them on the right and the left, the Viller guy, the Fausto Viller, and the Braylon Bennett, they both worked for the family, right? The couple, Sergio and his wife, Tatiana. So they recruited these people, okay? Some of them was cousins, some of them was co-workers, and some of them, they served in prison together, okay? So the Fausto Viller, he got a guy that he served in prison with to help him. And then he went and hired his cousin and his best friend and that type of shit, right? But the first guy was like his gardener, and another guy was like the cook, the chef, or something like that. But they both worked for Sergio, okay? So these two that's kind of sitting kind of to the right and the left of Sergio, they worked for him. And then they put on other people that, like I said, that was either related to them or served with them in prison. And then they recruited other people to join the team. Now, here's the thing. Sergio didn't say, go get 4 people or go get 5 people to help, okay? He just asked them to do it, but they got other people involved. Why do you need that many people? Now, the first guy recruited 3 other people to help him out. Why? Why do you need so many people to unalive somebody, right? Then the second guy, when the first crew failed, the second guy, he went in and recruited 4 people. Why? 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 You know, I know one of them was a getaway car, you know, just craziness. It's just craziness, you know. So they all have pled not guilty, right? This don't make no sense. I cannot wait to see them in court. Of course, they're gonna all, because now that Pino is unalive, they may even come up with, oh, he threatened my family, or, you know, I don't know what excuse they'll come up with, but I'm sure it's going to be some type of excuse to try to point the finger back at Sergio. Okay. She said, sad he preyed on them like the serpent played on Eve. That's sad knowing their background. Exactly. And do you see, listen, you got, I think Viller might be white. I don't know if that Viller name is a white name or Hispanic name, but if it is white, he's the only Caucasian. And then he hires a Howard black guy. Delofo, he looked like he might be mixed. And then Etienne, I think that's it. I don't know. That might be some other type of name. It don't even sound American to me, but whatever. Then Bivens black, Green black, Bernard black, and I don't see this guy last name, but you could definitely tell he's black. But a minority group of people to do your dirty work. That's what they do. They prey on people. She said it's a Haitian name. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't know that. But they prey on people that need the money. Now look, $300,000. Let's do the math. 300,000 divided by 4 of those guys. Now that's if they was gonna split the money, because 9 times out of 10, the top guy is not offering no equal amount of pay. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm sure the top guy was gonna keep the bulk of the money, but I'm just gonna, for just for shit's sakes, I'm gonna do it an equal amount. So the first crew would have gotten $75,000, okay? And the second crew would have gotten $50,000 per person. So if they would have split it, right? She said 75 for 4 people is 60,000. No, wait a minute. Did I do it wrong? 300,000 divided by 4 people. I got 75,000. Oh yeah, you did say it. You said 60,000. Oh, wait a minute. 300,000 divided by 5 people. Yeah, you're right. Okay, more. Yeah, you're right. So 75,000 if they would have split it equally per person for the first crew, and 60,000 for the second crew. But is that worth your freedom? Is that worth being away from your family? Is that worth now being considered a murderer? And the thing about it is, they're in jail, but they did not unalive nobody. They didn't get a chance to. But their intentions were to unalive this lady. Now, let me find out. I did not look this up. Let me look it up right now while I'm online with you guys. How many years? Let me see how many years they facing. How many years? Let's see. It says the charge is, let me see, because they didn't actually complete the job. So let's just see. 10 years if no injuries or death occurs. Oh, wait a minute. It says from 10 years. Okay. So it starts at 10 years if no death occurs. Then that's it. What? Wait a minute. Let's look for Florida. It got to be higher than that. Hell, you get more years for drugs, don't you? Let's look at Florida. It might be a bit different. That don't sound right to me. Well, you guys, so the small amount of years, the least amount of years is 10 years. It says from 10 years. But how in the world can you only get 10 years when you plotted to unalive, you helped plot to unalive somebody's life? Huh? What? This is crazy. You get more time for smoking weed than you do if you plot to take a life. If you join in to take a life. Like, how in the world is that only 10 years? You got to be kidding me. Now, maybe they'll stack more charges, because even though they didn't take the life, they did do other things, right? Like they pointed the weapon at the woman. I don't know what that is, but he roughed her up. I'm sure that they're going to stack on some charges, but that's crazy to me. She said the first crew actually attempted it, so I think they're going down. Well, both crews, Lakeisha, both crews attempted it, right? The first crew attempted it by one of the guys hit her car with a flatbed vehicle truck, right? And it didn't do nothing, y'all. Y'all should have seen the video. Like it barely, I'm going to put it up on here and just have it playing with the volume down in the background. And you will see, let's start it over from the beginning. You will see how the truck rammed the vehicle in the back, but I mean on the side really, and it didn't do no damages. You could see the smoke coming from there where he unalived himself. Wow, that's crazy. This man took his own life. Make no sense. Anyway, but both crews actually attempted. The second one attempted, however, she took off. She jumped in the vehicle and she pushed ass and ran. She rammed the car into the backyard of her home and she laid on the horn. So that scared him. And then the daughter came outside. Because I believe had she not laid on the horn and got the attention of her daughter, I believe that that gunman would have proceeded to unalive her, even though she was beeping her horn, okay? But the daughter coming outside spooked him, okay? Now, I don't know if he got instructions of don't unalive the kids or not, okay? Okay, see right here, look. Look at this. So this is the first crew. They attempt to ram her vehicle. They was waiting outside as she pulled in. Let's go back a little bit, right? They was waiting outside. Hold on. I always go back too far. They was waiting outside her house as she pulled in. There go the vehicle right there, as you can see it, right? The little white truck. They waited until she pulled in. They're going to start backing up. And they're going to ram the vehicle into her. Now, this is supposed to I'm not laughing because it happened. I'm just trying to figure out how do they think that this was going to unalive somebody. But look at it, though. This was supposed to unalive the wife. Y'all see that? Then his punk ass took off. She says, can we listen to the news reporting again? Yes. Hold on.
We now know the FBI was moving in to arrest home builder and developer Sergio Pino yesterday on murder for hire charges when he died by suicide. Government says, simply put, Sergio Pino wanted his wife dead.
Yeah, and offered to pay $300,000 to a group of hitmen to get the job done, they say. Last month, they almost succeeded as a gunman chased her outside her home. The motive? Money. The criminal complaint says Tatiana Pino refused to accept a $20 million settlement from what divorce records reveal was the couple's net worth of at least $150 million. Now, 9 people charged him with the feds call a conspiracy to stalk or murder, and had Pino not killed himself yesterday, he would have been number 10. The U.S. attorney and FBI chief in Miami say Pino tried repeatedly to do that, including attempting to poison her with fentanyl and more.
Our evidence has shown he hired and gave orders to murder crews. There were at least 2 separate crews involved.
One, they allege, was hired to ram this rented flatbed truck into Tatiana's car as she returned from a divorce court hearing last August. When that failed, the feds say Pino grew desperate.
Mrs. Pino had to die before their next divorce proceedings.
Because, her attorney told NBC6 Investigates, if Tatiana were dead, Sergio would get their entire fortune, estimated variously in 2022 at $150 million or $360 million. So they said Pino offered $300,000 to get the job done by June 24th. On June 23rd, as Tatiana pulled into her driveway, a gunman chased her into the back parking area as she blared the car horn.
Mrs. Pino somehow managed to get inside the house. And at some point, the daughter that was then at the time in the house, she came out.
And he said, wound up staring down the barrel of a gun inches from her head.
Ultimately, he decided he was not going to kill the daughter. That was not the job. That was not the contract.
In criminal complaints filed today, the government says Pino recruited a roofing contractor and convicted felon who did work for him, Fausto Villar, to hire that crew and paid them a $75,000 advance. The other crew, they allege, was headed by Bayron Bennett, a man who worked food and beverage services on the family yacht. They are 2 of the 9 people now in custody, but the man who they say ran the murder for hire plot, a titan of South Florida's building and commercial development industry, saw to it yesterday that he would not face justice in a court of law.
So again, his cowardly ass got these individuals messed up in his bullshit, right? They both work for him. Like this guy right here, you heard, he worked food and beverage on the yacht, and the other guy did some work on his roof, right? So they both worked for him, and he hired these individuals. He gave them an advance too. You heard him. He gave them $75,000 up front to do the job, and they all failed. Both crews of 9 individuals failed, and this joker, he gone. They in jail. They got to be away from their families now. And one of these guys, look at it. The third one on this one, I don't know if you see it. The one on the Fausto Weiler. The third guy, that man looked like he should be somebody's grandfather. Actually, the second and the third looked like they should be somebody's grandfather. And now they mixed up in this bull crap. They look like they should be enjoying their grandkids, running around in the backyard, playing frisbee or something like that with their grandkids, but now they messed up in this bull crap. Lakeisha said, thank God they hired complete idiots. She said, I mean, real love dummies. Hey, they like, shoot, 75,000, I can use that. I could do some things. I could shake a little thing. 60,000, I could do a little thing. You know? So that is Sergio Pino. I will be following the story through to see if any of these men get off. I don't know if they will, because I don't even know all the capacity of every last guy and what they played the role of. I know one of them was a giveaway man. She said, did you see the mailman? Yes, I did. Listen, I didn't even know if you guys caught that, but yes, the mail truck was out there. Let's play it back a little bit. Hold on. The mailman was out there. He's like, hold on. He like, let me get my butt up out the way. They ain't playing over here. Sergio Greedy. Okay, right here. Y'all see the mail truck right there? Mail truck heard that crash, right? And he got up out of Dodge. Look, the mail truck gonna take off. Look, he like, they ain't about to be the witness to nothing. But I don't even know why the guy that rammed her vehicle thought that was supposed to unalive her. These were pure cowards. You hit the car and you leave? Like, come on. Are you serious? Was that supposed to do something? Did y'all see the hit, though? Like, you could have, I mean, this was such a coward move. Was that supposed to unalive her? Like, what in the world was that supposed to do? The hit wasn't even a hard hit if you really, I mean, you know. Obviously, it wasn't that hard. It didn't even knock the vehicle over. Look. He's like, oh, let me get her. That was supposed to be unaliving attempt. She said they some fake ass criminals. She said maybe they were shooting as well, but they don't say that in the document. Now, I know a lot of you guys love to read. I am going to drop the document because let me show y'all something. I wasn't going to read the whole thing because I don't even know if I have the voice to do so, but let me show y'all this. For those that love to read, they have the whole plot and everything, right, written out from the FBI criminal report. This is how. Now, this is against the guy, United versus the Fausto Weiler guy. It literally gives the breakdown of everything. This is the criminal complaint, okay? This breaks down how the FBI even came to know the story, okay? Let me see something. Let me just see if I can point out a couple of things as far as how they came about knowing the story. It says the fact contained in this affidavit are based on my personal knowledge. This is an FBI agent writing this. I respectfully submit that based on the facts presented below, that there is probable cause to believe that Fausto Weiler committed the offense of murder for hire in violation of Title 18 United States Code. Okay. So the probable cause, this dates back to 2022. Since July of 2022, law enforcement has been investigating Sergio Pino. So like I was saying, you don't even know, right, that you're being investigated most times by the FBI until they come in on you. So this man been under investigation for 2 years, okay? This is July of 2022. Can you imagine finding out that you've been under surveillance of the FBI for 2 years? Huh? Can you imagine that? After finding out that you've been under investigation for 2 years. Anyway, so the FBI started investigating him on orchestrating multiple contracts to unalive his wife, okay, and her sister. I forgot to tell y'all that. He wanted to unalive. It was supposed to be the wife and the sister. I forgot to mention that. Lord, how did I forget? The sister was also supposed to be a part of the plan, honey. So the 300,000 was supposed to take care of both of them, okay? Both of them, all right? So, again, both residents of Miami-Dade County. Okay, it says he also wrote threatening letters to the wife, right? So that was another part of the plot. She received threatened mail, okay, messages. You're gonna die. You know how people do. You know how to write these letters, you know, you're going to die, you're going to get it, it's coming your way, you know, trying to scare her and stuff. So that was also included in the plot, okay? It was the hit and run, and so it was the fentanyl, the threatened messages, and the hit and run. So the fentanyl he received from one of the guys that he hired that was supposed to unalive his wife. That didn't work. Then the hit and run, that didn't work. Then the threatened letters to her was supposed to scare her, and that didn't work either, okay? And the letters went to the wife and the daughter, okay? That's what it says, the wife and the daughter. All right, then that was the first murder of hire. Like I said, it was Brayon, and that was the crew of 4, right? That didn't work. Okay, I was just trying to figure out how did the second group come about. So, okay, the second group on June 23rd at approximately 8:45 in the morning, she began to depart the residence in her vehicle, and at 11:30, she returned to her residence and momentarily idled in her driveway. She waited for the gate to open. Oh yeah, so she waited to the gate to open, and as she was pulling in, she observed a black male individual brandishing a firearm. So listen, she said that the person that went to her house was Green. So let's put these pictures back up for a second. Let's see who Green is, because Green is the one that pointed the gun at the daughter. Let's see who Green is. Which one is Green? Okay. The second one under the Fasto Valor, the one that I said looked like he needed to be playing with his grandkids. So he was the one with the weapon that was about to pop her in the head. She laid on the horn, got the attention of her daughter. Her daughter came out, and he brandished the weapon in the daughter's face, but he did not unalive her. He told her to get back in the house, get back in the house, get back in the house. So now this dude with the gray beard, kind of attractive guy right here, he is the one that was supposed to do the unaliving. Imagine that. Look what he got himself into. Good looking brother. He going down for this dude, right? So, okay, so that's Green. So the girl ran back into the house. She dialed 911. And then he left. He got scared and he got up out of there, okay? He fled, all right? Ran across the front yard toward the east of the property. He turned back, ran across the yard, entered the back passenger side of the black Dodge Ram vehicle. Oh no, this is what happened before it happened. The way he fled. It says there's video footage that shows the series of events that took place. They have not released that yet. when they do, I will come back and show it to you guys. So he on camera. I don't know how he can plead guilty. This joker is on camera. So everything that he did, right, is on camera, right? It said the surveillance video shows even the wife driving her vehicle into the backyard while Green pursued her on his foot. Wow, dude, you fail, you fail, you fail. She returned the vehicle back to the spot in which she started, and she ran into the house. They on tape. They are on tape. They are on tape. Crew number 1 trying to ram her, and crew number 2 chasing her in her backyard on foot while she's in the vehicle with a weapon and brandishing it in her daughter's face. Makes no sense. But anyway, if you like to read, I will drop this for you guys. I'm going to drop it right now in the chat. It's a whole criminal document on this incident, honey, baby. But they done. This man literally wanted to unalive for money. For money. You got 9 people involved. Oh, listen. So for the $300,000, they said that Pino was willing to pay $150 in the beginning and then $150 after it was carried out. Okay, without detection. So this is what he said: I give you $150,000, right? And if it don't point back to me, I will give you another $150. Okay. And it showed that he received 2 cash payments, one for $30,000 and one for $45,000. That was during 2 separate meetings, okay? So the guy, Viller, actually did get paid $75,000. Now, do y'all think he gave any of his men any of the money? No. I guarantee you, the Viller guy did not give his crew any of that $75,000, right? He kept that $75,000 up front and probably told the guys, once the job is completed, that's when I will give you guys y'all money. But I guarantee you, Villa kept that $75,000. Baby. So it says that Villa actually provided the syringe and the vials to use to poison his wife. So Villa, wherever he got it from, he gave Sergio the fentanyl, the syringe, and the vials to poison his wife. Okay. How you gonna try to poison your wife? It says Bevins met Viller 3 distinct times to collect money, syringes, and vials containing an injectable substance. So he got the vials with the medicine already in there, with the fentanyl already in there. Ooh, honey, you got to be careful who you lay beside, baby. You got to be careful who you are laying beside, because you might just be laying beside your enemy, okay? Somebody that don't want to see you breathing in the morning. It says the data shows that they met June 5th, June 11th, and June 27th, 3 separate occasions that this man met. Pino was done. He was not going to be able to get away with this. Pino was done. It said that after Bernard and Johnson arrest, Bivens notified Villa of their arrest. Villa expressed that his boy Pino was worried about their arrest. Villa stated that he would contact Pino for money for legal fees. So listen, Pino knew that the first crew had been arrested, and the head guy said, "I'm going to contact Pino and get money for legal fees." So they wanted the $150,000, really the $300,000 plus legal fee money. Okay. He knew he was done. That's what it was. He knew he was done. They said law enforcement learned that Villa was using a burner phone that he had been using to communicate since June of 2024. Oh, wow. On July 15th, law enforcement monitored a voluntary recorded call between Bivens and Villa, okay? So let me tell you something. What people don't understand, let me put this picture back up again. Let me put this picture back up again. See, that's why you can't be telling nobody when you're ready to commit a crime. You might as well just commit the crime on your own, okay? So now Bivens, which is this dark guy right here up under Villa, right? So Bivens and Villa communicated on the phone, but Bivens, this dark guy right here, was working with the police officers already, law enforcement already. He voluntarily recorded a conversation between him and the person that hired him, which is Villa. Okay. So he like, ain't going down for this by myself. Let me go on and tell you who got me into this. Okay. He said it was a Villa that got me into this. So the cops was like, okay, how do you know? Let me know or whatever. So Bivens had already voluntarily on meaning the cops didn't tell him to do it. He recorded a call of him talking to Villa about this particular crime. So I'm here to tell you, if you ever think that you are about to commit a crime with a group of people and y'all supposed to keep that on the low, baby, let me tell you this. People are not about to go down on your charge, okay? You're not about to just take somebody down. Just know, if you plotting to do a crime, you being recorded. People don't be trusting people like that, okay? You are being recorded. So Bivens was recording Villa's telephone call. So he's like, I'm not taking this hit on my own. Now, whether Bivens knew about Green and other guys, we don't know. But what we do know is he recorded a conversation between him and the guy that contacted him for the job. You hear me? Marissa said, Mama always told me if I'm going to do something, make sure I do it by my damn self. That's what I'm talking about. You think, oh, we this close-knit group, we going to take them out all by ourselves and we ain't going to tell nobody. We're going to be quiet, right? We're going to be quiet, right? Yeah, right. Honey, baby. Not. He recorded the call on a burner's phone. That's why I'm at the point in my life, I think I've been there, that whatever I say to you on the phone, if it gets out, it gets out. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to say something that I don't want to get out. If I don't want to get out, I'm just going to keep quiet. If it get out, then, oh, well, it wasn't that secret, okay? It wasn't that much of a secret. So, because you don't know who's recording you or not. All right, so it says Villa instructed, so Villa, the head guy, instructed Bivens to delete your Instagram, delete your phone log, and get rid of your burner phone, okay? Get rid of all of that. Get rid of all of it. No, you're not getting rid of all of that. It ain't never, I don't care if you go and toss it in the ocean, honey. You hear me? You are never really getting rid of it, okay? They can figure it out. If they know you had it, they can figure it out. She said they look really young to be married for 30 years, especially the wife. Yeah, the wife definitely look young, but you know, that's how those Hispanic women be looking. She's a Hispanic woman. She's a beautiful woman. You could tell. She looks young, but I can kind of tell that, you know, she's a little aged. Maybe because I could see a little closer or whatever. Let me find out how old she was. Hold on one second. It might say it in this document. Let me see. Let me see if it says it in this document, Tatiana's age. Now, we know he's 67. With that much money, he probably did marry him a young woman. Let's just see, Tatiana, Pino. She was, no, it said 32 years of marriage. Ooh, look at let me, okay, hold on. I'm gonna tell you how old she is, and then I'm gonna tell you how old the crew is. The crew kind of young. This don't make no sense. You got these people all and stuff. So he's 67. Okay, well, how old is she?
Well, the twisted tale of Sergio Pino's alleged.
Sorry. How old is the wife? She said the daughter that called the cops was 26 years old. So we know she got to be well into her 40s. I think she might be. Oh, she is. Oh, no, that's not her age. Damn. But I'll come back to her. But let me tell you, some of the guys were 42, 34. That guy was 42 years old. So Viller is 42, and Bivens, the dark-skinned guy. Oh, okay. Let me put this back up. Okay, I got it. So these two knew each other because, let's put this back up. Viller, right here, he 44, and Bivens, the dark-skinned guy right here, Viller is 42, and the dark-skinned guy is 34. They met in prison, baby. They were in prison together. Bivens was doing 15 years in prison for attempted murder and armed robbery. Okay, so they knew each other. So he recruited somebody that he was in prison with. Okay. Okay, so she's 55. How old is that? 12 years apart? That's not that big of a deal. She's 55 years old, and he's 67. Okay, so she's 55. So yeah, so again, they were in prison together. Viller and Bivens did time together. I guess he said, let me call up my buddy that I know is down for the cause, baby. Now, it doesn't say how old Green is. That's what I was looking for, because he sure looked like a grandfather. Let's see. Green name is Veron Green. How old are you, Veron? Let's see. How old are you, honey? How old are you? I don't see his age in this document. I don't see his age in this document. I don't see his age. Let me see. Anyway, but we're going to keep following up on this story. I'm interested to see if they only get 10 years. I'm thinking they may get more, especially the ones that actually were the lead that recruited these other individuals. I feel like they should, because they recruited the other people and got them involved in this mess, they should get a much stiffer sentence. But what do y'all think is going to happen? What do y'all think? 10 years? Y'all think 10 years is good enough? Do y'all think 10 years is good enough for an attempt to unalive someone for $60,000 to $75,000? Let me know in the comments. But I'm going to tell you something. For these people that think that people are not going to talk, these people are not going down for you. So, you know what? Pino probably did himself a favor by unaliving himself, because those men were not going to go down and not point Pino out as the culprit. Okay? There's no way. No way. She said, no, they need more time. They do need more time for the first-time offenders, maybe. MB, you think that 10 years is enough for first-time offenders, even though you know what they were about to do? You think 10 years is enough? I don't think they should get more than 10, at least 20. Exactly, Tanya. I think they should get at least 20 years. Because I think they should get at least 20 years because they were willing to take life for some coins. Now, they didn't only because she had an angel sitting on her shoulder, baby. But trust and believe, Green was about to do that job, honey. Green probably already and told his family, hey, I'm about to be bringing home. I got to go do a job. I'm about to be bringing home $60,000. Just stand fast, okay? Give me a couple of days, and I'm going to get us out of debt. I'm going to be getting $60,000, all right? Lady V says they should have life. Robbie said, wanting to unalive the mother of your children is sick. Them poor kids. Yeah, but they were adult kids, though, but still. I mean, unaliving a woman that you was married to for 32 years, like, for what? For what? Give her half of the money. Don't you think after 32 years of marriage that she should have gotten half? Come on. You greedy dude. He's greedy and a coward. That's just greed. How do you feel? You know what? These men that get into these relationships and think that they done made it as far as they made it on their damn own. Where they do that at? You didn't make it there on your own. I'm sure she was back doing something that you didn't want to do, whether it was taking care of the kids, taking care of the bills, letting you cheat, do this, that, and the other, whatever. I mean, she was there for 32 years, okay? She deserves half. That joker said, I give you 20 million. Now, first of all, that is so selfish. 20 million? Come on. 153, and he said, I'll give you 20. Not even 50 million. Even if he would have offered 50 million, that would have been a little better, right? She said, these people cannot even do the job. They are not pros. They just broke and greedy. Yeah, that's true. So I think, MB, it sounds like you having a little pity for them, right? You having pity for them because the real evil one is Pino. Is that what you're saying? They were just his flunkies. He brought her here from Cuba. So he another one of them. He's another one of them. I migrated you here to the United States. I own you type shit. Well, guess what? She rich now, okay? Marissa says, I'm mad he got all of them black men to do his dirty work, and I'm even madder that they agreed to do it. He found the perfect dumbass people. She probably would have accepted 60-40. Yep, she probably would have. Like, how he even know them? Well, look, you got to think about it. As a food and beverage person, right? And the other guy did some roofing for him, roof work. You know, I don't know how Sergio went up to him and like, hey, man, come here, let me holler at you for a minute. I know you're working on the roof. You know what I'm saying? I know you serving drinks on this yacht, but I need something to happen. I need for you to unalive my wife. She is asking for too much money. Too much money, and I need it done before this day, okay? He never wanted a divorce and may have been one of those who said it's cheaper to keep her. Pino was the mastermind, but they were the ones willing to risk it all. They deserve whatever they get. Okay, Lady E, I wouldn't have accepted 20 million either. I want 2 million for every year I have with your punk ass. I gave your punk ass. Well, Miss Tanya said she wants 2 million for every year. Okay, so 32 years, she wants $64 million. Okay. Marissa said, I know you're working on the roof, but I got a better job for you. Like, yeah, okay. I know you out here in the sun and it's blazing hot, but I got a job for you. And he had to know that he was a convicted felon, I would think, right? For him to approach him. But Bennett wasn't a convicted felon. He just worked in the food and beverage on his yacht, but he probably like, dang, I don't even pay this man a lot. I don't pay this man a lot, and let me dangle something bigger in his face. You done messed up these people's lives. And Ms. Tanya said, and that's giving you a deal, okay? $64,000, that's giving you a deal, honey. Yeah, so that's our guy Sergio for today. And make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. We got another story for you tomorrow. The story tomorrow, y'all. Y'all want me to tell you or no? Let's just wait till tomorrow. It's a It's a heartfelt one, okay? It's definitely heartfelt. So I'll bring that to you guys tomorrow. So thank you, Miss LaTanya Green, for sliding that story into my inbox. I do appreciate it. And if you guys want me to break down a story for you, make sure you email me at talkaboutitwithamora.com. Let it be something interesting, though. Don't let it be something like blah and bland. Let it be something interesting like this one. I felt that this was interesting because, damn, he hired 9 people to unalive his wife, and she walked away with everything, the prize, the money. She's going to get a loss. I mean, she's going to get a divorce, and she's still rich. So I believe Tatiana Pino, in this case, she is the winner. Okay, Sergio, you didn't win. You hired 9 people. 9 people could not get the job done. That means the angels in heaven was signing her name. So the angels was looking after Tatiana, because if I knew that 9 people wanted to unalive me, I would be thanking God every day, baby. I was like, oh my God, Lord, I escaped 9 individuals. 9 individuals. But, you know, that has to be kind of scary in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, you get up in the morning and you wonder, like, what's going to happen today, right? What's going to happen today? She said, for sure, the winner, a very rich winner at that. Yes, rich, wealthy, honey. Now, I wonder if she's going to continue the company. Do you think she'll be wrong? Do y'all think Tatiana would be wrong to continue running the country? I mean, not the country, but the company. Let me pull up the company, you guys. Hold on. Century Builder in Florida. All right, let's pull up the company. Do y'all think it's wrong? Hold on. For Tatiana. Here you go. Hold on. Let me see if I can point Tatiana out in this picture. All right, hold on. Oh, come on now. All right, let's pull up his crew. Let's see, was Tatiana on the roster? Let's see if she worked for him. She should have. She should have been part owner. Okay. All right, so this is his crew. So, okay, meet our team. Okay, so this is their company, Century Home Builders Group, okay? All right. The founder is, I know it's Sergio, but I was just trying to figure out, was it his wife at all? I don't see his wife's name. Okay, whatever. Matter of fact, yeah, so just Sergio. So it doesn't look like he named his wife in there at all. So, okay, so it looks like it may have been just his group. But let's just see if we find Tatiana. Okay, we got Sergio, founder president. We got Pedro Hernandez, Jolina Panera, or Perineria. How do you say her name? Diana Florence, Carl. Okay, I don't see no Tatiana. I got Anna, Lauren, Liz, Isabel, Enrique, something like that. Barbara. Oh, wait a minute. Is Barbara, you black? No, Barbara's not black. Ophelia, Nancy, Sandra, and El Adro. Okay, so it doesn't look like the wife had anything to do with his business. So do you think that she should take over and continue the company, or you think she should let it fold? Let me know in the comments. Do you think that she should take over the company and continue to run it, or let it fold? Which one? She has enough money. She don't need that headache. She is the owner and running it. Also, she did take over as the owner. She needs to take the money and get the hell out of there. Leave all that shit behind. Marissa says, no, I don't think so. Lakeisha says, dang. And to think he probably had a healthy life insurance policy if they paid out for suicide. Ooh. That's something to think about, his life insurance policy, right? But I don't know if they pay out for suicide. But, he was worth $153,000. Do we know if he leaves her everything, something in the will? Oh, yeah, I did read up on it that she gets everything. She will get everything. Hey, Livia. She said, I sell that company and say, I'm rich, bitch. I'm out. Depending on what is in his will, everything was left to her. Well, I don't even know if it was in his will. She just gets everything. I think that's just what the paperwork said. I wouldn't want anything to remind me of him. Yes, according to her lawyer's statement. Okay, so her lawyer's statement says that she gets everything. Well, yeah, I know her lawyer's statement says she gets everything, but is she going to continue to run the company? Take over, run it, and sell within 2 years. Okay. Nope, insurance don't pay for suicide. Hey, Angela. She should sell the company. Okay, so you think she should sell the company? This multi-million, they've been in business for how long? Let me see. It says they built over 16,000 homes in South Florida. Ooh, honey. The largest Hispanic-owned home builder in the nation, honey. How long they been in business? Let's just see what one of their houses look like. Let's just look and see they work. All right, let's see they work, y'all. Let's see they work. Am I going to see any photos? Hold on. Let's look at one of their grand homes. Let's look at the Valentina. The Valentina. Oh, the Valentina. All right, let's see. Oh, they don't show us what they look like inside. Why we can't see inside of the house? Oh, virtual tour. Okay, let's do a virtual tour. Y'all want to do a virtual tour? Okay, I can't do it on that one. Let's do this 2-story, 3-bedroom. Let's do this 4-bedroom. She says all over Florida. The Pinos is everywhere. I'm putting it on mute because I just want to see the house. Let's see if he does good work. That look basic as shit. That looks so basic. I thought I was about to see something beautiful. I don't like their virtual tours. That house looked plain as hell. That's not something that I'm used to seeing a virtual tour of. You think that it would look better than that, decorated or something. He just ruined it all himself because of his hate and greed. Yep, you're right, MB. Hate and greed. Most people, filthy rich, likes to get the good policies. She said he could have paid her half and made that money back with the quickness. You hear me? With the quickness. This house is nothing. I don't know how they became rich. They must have sell the houses for cheap because that ain't nothing. What am I looking at? Like that ain't even. The houses look so. Let's just look at another one. Maybe that one was that one. Let's look at this one. Is this the better looking one? Let me see. Shoot, I know some home builders in Charlotte that are not. This out the water. This is not okay. I mean, it's a roof, but She said, but it's probably high in South Florida. You think this house is high? Yeah, in Miami, you probably right, but I'm not impressed at all. I mean, I thought I was about to be wowed. All that money he got, $153 million. Like Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm not impressed with the homes at all. Let's look at this. Right. Well, I think I just did, and it showed us the same thing. You would think that they would have some type of pictures or something that would be. Now, wait a minute. Now, this is nice right here. It's pretty mighty nice right there, honey. But that's just a little. Anyway. And that was a grand home. I would hate to see what a single family homes look like. But anyway, she said Hispanic bought from them. They stick together. Oh yeah, you know what? And let me tell you something about that. What she just said. She said the Hispanics bought from him. So he was the largest Hispanic home builder in the nation. And he probably, like you just said, Robbie, he probably sold it as, hey, if you're Hispanic, buy from me. Like you said, they stick together. Now, guess what, though? Guess what? If a black builder, because there are black builders, if they pitched a line of buy from me, I am a black African-American builder, buy from me, do you think the majority of his clients will be black? Hell no. You want to know why? Because we don't stick together like that. We don't do that. We would actually pass up a black builder, in which I know a good black builder in Clayton, North Carolina. I mean, he builds some excellent homes, and I would let him build my home. If I lived in that area, I would let him build my home any day, baby, because he was good. I'm talking about he is good. It ain't no was. He's a good builder. But a black builder, you know, the majority of his clients will not be black people, mainly because we would bypass the black builder and go to a white builder or any other builder but the black guy, right? We would do that because of what? Oh, we don't trust them. They charging too much or whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? But I mean, I would I'm like this, it don't matter the color to me. If you are a good builder, if I can walk through that house and you wow me, I can walk through your model home or whatever the case may be, and I'm wowed, and I'm not just wowed by, it being highly decorated and nice furniture in there. And I'm looking beyond that, baby. You understand what I'm saying? I'm checking the plumbing. I'm flushing the toilet to see how it sounds. I'm running the water. I'm opening up the kitchen cabinets to see how, see the wood, the quality of the wood in the cabinets, the kitchen drawers. Like, I'm looking through stuff. I'm walking on floors. I'm jumping up and down to see if the floors squeak. I'm doing a little bit more than just being wowed over the beauty of a home, honey. I like quality homes. And if a house can wow me, in which I have been wowed many times, I've always had nice houses. Always. It's, I would say I always had nice houses. My first two houses were starter homes, so they wasn't at the level in which I do now. But they, like I said, they were starter homes, but they were still MI homes. Both of them was MI build. And you know about MI homes. MI homes are not bad, right? But listen, she said African Americans are great builders too. Yeah, they are. Oh, she said Africans are great builders too. Yeah, I believe that. I absolutely believe that. But honey, let me tell you something. If you present to me quality, I don't care what color you are. I do not care. I would definitely have you build my home. She said they just built homes on an old golf course here in Miami, and they are very expensive. But anyway, you guys, that is the story for today. That is Sergio Pino with his cowardly, greedy butt ass. This man hired 9 people to unalive his wife. He ended up taking his own life because he did not want to face justice, okay? His wife will get everything. She will get everything. She ain't got to worry about getting poisoned no more. She ain't got to worry about having to run for her life no more. Now the FBI's can just lay low. They ain't got to worry about investigating. They had this man under surveillance for 2 years. That's the part that get me. That's the part that get me. You hear me? I'm just like, and oh my God, the feeling of knowing that is a possibility that you could be surveillanced right now. What does that make you want to do? Look over your shoulder every time you leave your house. Somebody is investigating you for 2 years, right? And let me tell you something. They probably was tapping his phone. I don't know. I didn't read that much into it. I don't think they were, but just imagine if they are following you around, if they're investigating you for 2 years, they possibly could tap your phone. And when I say tap your phone, they can go get the phone log, the phone records from your phone company. You know what I mean? But 2 years under investigation. He knew he was good as gone. He knew he was busted. He knew he was about to forfeit everything. But he said, I would rather take my life than to go to jail. He knew he was wrong. And somebody said it best in the comments. They said he wasn't going to be able to face his children. But anyway. She said, my son said majority of his clients are Nigerian and Indian people. Thank you, Sonia, for the super sticker. She said, wow, this is a deep story. Thanks, GOAT of blogging. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, it's not our typical story, but I kind of wanted to bring it to light of the level in which a person will go to unalive the mother of their kids, their ex-spouse, especially of 32 years, for money. For money. For money. Because that's what it was, for money. And maybe the audacity of her leaving him after 32 years. Because let me tell you something. When I told y'all that some people can't walk away, they don't know how to move on. Some people don't want to see you move on. He probably didn't want to see his wife that was 12 years younger than him. He didn't want to see her move on to somebody else. He's 67 years old, right? This man damn. Now, he look good to be 67, don't he? But he's 67 years old. He didn't want to see Tatiana with another man. He didn't want to think of Tatiana having half of the money that they made together. He didn't want to see her with another man. She said the price of those homes start at $696,000, so $700,000 for that basic house. I guess it's okay if it's in, like you said, South Florida. But they don't look like no $700,000 house to me. But location is everything. But he didn't want to see her move on with another man with, now, you know, he probably thought it was his money. You know how they people are, this my money, my money, my money. It wasn't her money, my money. I built this with my sweat and tears. Oh, my God. I can only imagine what the divorce decree was saying. But anyway, somebody said this doesn't sound like a Lifetime movie. Well, it might just be one day. It may just be. Because I'm pretty sure we don't know everything. Let me let y'all hear this right quick, and then we're going to end this live. I want y'all to hear one more thing. Because little pieces is coming out every day. Hold on. Let me let you hear this. Hold on. And then we're going to end this live. And with more development, I will bring it out to you guys to keep y'all up to date on what is happening with these 9 individuals, because they got to go to trial. They've all pled guilty. All right. Now, this is the 911 call of the daughter. I want you to listen to it. She didn't know what was going on. Poor baby. Hold on. All right, let me see. It's about to come in a minute.
Okay, thanks a lot, Janice. And more developments today surrounding the death of a prominent South Florida developer. The 911 calls have now been released of the frantic moment an alleged hitman shows up to Sergio Pino's estranged wife's home. Over 10's Leon Motorhome joining us live now from Pinecrest with much more.
Moments before that 911 call was made, that hitman came to the door of a home just down the street looking for Tatiana Pino. Only problem is the person he was contracted to kill did not answer the door. Instead, it was her adult daughter. Moments of horror captured on a 911 call.
Yes, he just pointed a gun.
That's Tatiana Pino's adult daughter, Alessandra. She called for help last month after the FBI says a hitman showed up with a gun to her mother's Pinecrest home to kill her, but found Alessandra instead.
Please, are they almost here?
The FBI says Tatiana's estranged husband, Sergio Pino, hired teams of hitmen to try and murder her. The likely motive, Tatiana wanted more money from a contentious divorce proceeding than Sergio was willing to give. Investigators say Sergio would then call on Fausto Villar, who once performed roofing work for Pino, to help set in motion a murder-for-hire plot.
This investigation focused on Sergio Pino's alleged efforts to have his estranged wife murdered.
Villar is one of 9 arrested in connection to the scheme, which investigators say included poisoning, a hit and run, and an attempted shooting, all with Tatiana as the target.
My mom is here. We might have her.
The FBI says one of those arrested, a man named Vernon Green, was the gunman who showed up to Tatiana's door. As agents swarmed Sergio Pino's Coco Plum mansion last week, the wealthy developer took his own life. As for the alleged hitman who showed up at the doorstep, Vernon Green, he has pleaded not guilty.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys heard the call, but the girl was frantic. She was scared. You got to imagine. She don't know what's going on. She don't know her daddy didn't try to hire people to unalive her mama. She come outside listening to the horn. You know, somebody, her mom really, it was her mama honking the horn, right? She comes outside to see what's going on. And there's a black man in her yard that he points a weapon in her face and tell her to get back inside. He grabs her by her arm, rough her up a little bit and say, get back inside. She's scared as hell, right? She is scared as hell. She runs back in the house and dials 911, okay? And dials 911. She said, what was the reason for the divorce? Let me look right quick. I'm not going to, hold on. Let me just see. I thought I read it said, I think it's the differences, but let's just see. All right, it says, see, it says too much. I want to say it was irreconcilable differences, but oh, wait a minute. Oh, it says no, it's more, well, it's a lot actually. It says in the divorce, it says he is overwhelming and distraught. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Well, it doesn't say, it don't say the, I mean, I'm sure the reason was irreconcilable differences, but he was an overbearing Hispanic man from what Tatiana say, but damn, she gave him 32 years of her life. It's a long time to call it quits for somebody that's overbearing. You know what though, you guys? They were. Oh, shit. So listen, in the divorce decree, she actually accused him of trying to poison her. She claimed in the divorce decree that he had poisoned her multiple times with fentanyl. So basically, she's saying in a divorce decree that she filed in 2022 that he had already been trying to kill her. So it says she claimed a doctor at Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore had detected fentanyl in her system and that she had been intubated 6 times. Intubated 6 times. Tatiana testified that when she was released, her doctor told her to stay at her sister's house while she is recuperating rather than returning home to normal surroundings. They were scared for me, meaning the doctors were scared for me because had this happened to me again, I would have ended up deceased. In August of 2023, Tatiana was a victim of, the hit and run. I told you about that. The Home Depot truck ran into her, which I thought it was funny. But anyway, she put in a divorce decree that her husband had been trying to unalive her already. See, I didn't even know that was actually in the divorce decree, but it was. So she says they got married in 1992. They have 2 children. In 2021, when they did their financial statements and records, they were both worth together $359 million. 359. That is why she's saying how in 2021 we was worth 359, and now you're saying we're only worth 153. That's when she says, no way, Jose. No way, Jose. What happened to the 359? And that's why the divorce was lasting a lot longer. Oh, wait a minute. Tatiana alleged in the filing that she had signed the post-nuptial agreement under duress and coercions. Oh. So this man, I've never even heard of this, but I guess it's possible. So she waited. So Sergio waited to after they got married. On the eve of their wedding, he presented with her a prenuptial agreement, but it wasn't a prenuptial. It was a post-nuptial agreement. And she's saying that she signed it under duress and coercion on the eve of her long-planned religious wedding ceremony and party. Okay. She said she was ambushed with the agreement. So she signed a post-nuptial. You know what? Prenuptial? Well, she signed one after they said, I do. Okay. But they were married in 1992. He did not start the company until 1995, baby. 1995. So that is marital property. But so she has to fight the a post-nuptial. I've never heard of one, actually. Let me look at it. Post-nuptial agreement in Florida. So a post-nuptial agreement is a contract agreed upon by your spouse after marrying that outlines the ownership of finances in the event of a divorce, right? The contract may also set out the responsibility of each for the duration of the marriage. A post-nuptial agreement is also known as a post-marital agreement. So it is something that you could do. So if you're married right now, you can have your spouse sign that. But who would do that? Not me. Hell to the no. Who would do that? Would you do that? Hell no. It must be in writing, or contracts are not enforceable. It must be entered into voluntary by both parties. It requires full and fair disclosure of relevant information at the time of the execution. Terms must not be unconscionable, unjust, or one-sided. Both parties must sign the agreement. So she signed it, but she's saying that she signed it under duress. So she is currently, even though she's possibly, most likely, will be entitled to everything because he is not here no more. And if he ain't here, then guess what? The post-nuptial agreement don't mean shit. But she did sign it. She did sign that. So damn. But let me tell you something. Who would sign one? Miss Tanya said, man, if you don't get out of my face with that. Exactly. If you already said I do, what are you talking about? Get out my face with that. She said, Ashley on Real Housewives of, or Real HOP, whatever that is. What housewife of Phoenix, I guess. Talk about one with her husband, although I don't know if they ever did one. Post-nuptial? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Somebody said, is a post-nuptial agreement a good idea? It says it's not the most romantic notion, but a post-nuptial agreement can remove nagging worries about the future that can create stress for one or both partners. Consider, for an example, a non-working spouse who foresees being out of work while raising a family. That spouse may want the peace of mind that comes with knowing that a divorce will not be a financial calamity, whatever. That's crazy. She said, way to ruin a wedding night. Exactly. I would not sign it. You better get out of my face with that. Potomac. Okay, thank you, Primrose. Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay. You heard me say Phoenix. I didn't know. The way to ruin a wedding night, absolutely. You stick that in my face and say, I'm going to need you to sign this because, you know, I might become rich and famous one day and I don't want you to have shit. I'm not signing it, baby. No way. She says they were still married, so she get everything. Yeah, because I mean he's gone, baby. Now it may have stuck had he not, you know, did what he did. But anywho, he probably saw it not working out for his favor, right? He knows Tatiana helped him. If they got married in 1992 and he didn't start the business in 1995, trust and believe there was some hard blood, sweat, and tears into the relationship, the family relationship. He didn't do that all by himself. He didn't do that all by himself. You hear me? That wife be right there, whether she taking care of the kids, paying all the bills, holding other stuff down. He did not do that by himself, period. But anyway, I love y'all. Y'all hit that thumbs up button for me. Let me give some shout outs for some people that sent me coffees yesterday that I did not shout out. Let me give them a huge, buy me a coffee. Let me give them a huge shout out because they were very gracious to bless me. So let me give them a shout out right quick. She said he may have been part of the cartel. I don't know. Well, it didn't work too well for him. Okay. So Yasmin, thank you so very much for 3 coffees. You are appreciated. Lamika, thank you so much, girl, for 10 coffees, honey. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. And somebody named Jay, honey. I had to look twice to make sure it wasn't my Jay. But thank you, Jay, for the coffee. I appreciate you. And Miss Stubbles, thank you so much for the coffees. I appreciate you. And Trina, thank you for 3 coffees. I appreciate you. Lucina, thank you for 2 coffees. I appreciate you. Michelle Ford, 3 coffees. You guys are amazing. I appreciate y'all so very much. Thank y'all. Listen, I'm signing off tomorrow. I have another story. I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a little short version. Make sure y'all come back. But there is, somebody sent this to me. There is a young lady on Facebook that is telling her story of how she was beat by a guy at Dollar General. Have y'all heard about that? This young lady right here. Have y'all heard about that? Her name is Michelle. Her story is going around. It is trending right now. I will be bringing that story to you tomorrow. I had to edit a video, so I'm still editing it, and I will bring that to you tomorrow. We will be breaking this down. And again, if you have stories that you want me to break down, send it to my email it to me. Talk about it with Amora, just like the channel say. Talk about it with Amora. Make sure you spell Amora right. Talk about it with Amora at gmail.com. and I will break these stories down. Now, I'm not on TikTok, and so this story went viral. Actually went viral on Facebook and TikTok, but more TikTok. It did millions of views on TikTok, like 2-3 million views on TikTok, but it did 800 and something thousand on Facebook. A lot of news outlets are picking the story up. So I want to talk about this story, but I also want to talk about the story with the young lady out of Illinois as well. But let me do this one first tomorrow, and then I will do the Illinois story after that. Let me do a little bit more research on that one, okay? But again, we will be bringing this story to you tomorrow, so make sure you tune in 7-ish. All right? Love y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.